Gervonta "Tank" Davis is widely regarded as one of the most explosive punchers in boxing today, a fighter whose name is synonymous with knockout power and thrilling performances. As he prepares to step into the ring on March 1 against Lamont Roach, fans and critics alike are eagerly anticipating what could be another dominant showing. With an undefeated record of 30-0, Davis has established himself as one of the most feared fighters in the sport, and his next bout presents an opportunity to further cement his legacy or, as some speculate, potentially mark his final appearance in the squared circle. A full 12-round boxing match lasts 36 minutes if it goes the distance, but with Tank's exceptional power, fights rarely make it that far. The Baltimore native has been taking his training to the next level to prepare for Roach, and his dedication is evident. In a post on X, Davis can be seen training on the heavy bag for an hour straight with no breaks, a remarkable testament to his resilience, endurance, and skill set. These grueling training sessions are the moments that separate good fighters from great champions, and Davis's championship status is undeniable. However, it is his commitment to improvement that continues to impress even the most skeptical observers. Roach, on the other hand, has been showing confidence in the lead-up to this fight, though he knows that his true test will be in the ring. He must let his fists do the talking if he hopes to stand a chance against Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the most dreaded fighter in the lightweight division. Davis has also been showing off his impressive physical condition, looking to be in peak fighting shape. Recently, he posed for a photo flaunting his sensational physique, a clear indication that he is taking this fight seriously. Given his level of preparation, fans have begun speculating that Davis might not retire after all, despite previous hints that he was considering stepping away from the sport. This speculation was fueled by discussions among fans online. Some pointed out that Tank looks too motivated and in shape to be walking away from boxing. "Bro, I'm not denying you, I'm just asking," one fan commented. "If Gervonta is going to play around in the first 3 rounds, I'm going to play around too. I'm not going to try to knock him out with me." Another added, "You guys think he is going to retire, clearly very motivated." Others dismissed previous claims that Davis was out of shape or undisciplined, with one fan noting, "I thought he wasn't in good condition, I thought he wasn't disciplined, though he's always blowing up and gaining weight in between fights. This guy is serious." Another wrote, "He looks so good. Wow, Roach is in trouble. There's no way he's retiring after that." Some fans have been calling for Davis to take on bigger challenges before he even considers retirement. One commented, "He must fight Vasyl Lomachenko and Keyshawn Davis. He can't retire in this shape." However, not all were convinced of the significance of this fight. One more critical observer added, "Getting in shape to knock out someone who never stood a chance against him in a million years." The debate surrounding Davis's future has only intensified as fight night approaches. Davis has faced criticism over his decision to retire and the level of competition he has faced since his spectacular victory over Ryan Garcia in April 2023. Many have questioned whether he has taken on truly dangerous opponents since then. It remains to be seen whom he could fight after Roach if he secures another victory. For his part, Roach remains unfazed by the skepticism surrounding his chances in the fight. "I worked my head off," Roach said. "If he's on his way out, why not kick his bum out?" Despite his confidence, Roach is seen as a major underdog in the bout. Tank, an undefeated southpaw, is widely regarded as the face of boxing and is often compared to a young Mike Tyson. However, the doubt does not discourage Roach, it fuels him. "Bro, I'm not denying you, I'm just asking," Roach reiterated. "If Gervonta is going to play around in the first 3 rounds, I'm going to play around too. I'm not going to try to knock him out with me. He's going to be in trouble." He continued, "I like to prove people wrong, and I damn sure like to prove myself right. Right now, they really got me fucked up, so you know I got it on the agenda to upset a lot of people. Roach has been vocal about his belief that this fight will be a turning point in his career. It's going to be the fight of the year, he said. And it's just the start of my legacy run. After this, I want another champ in the ring, whether at 130 or 135. I want to prove that I'm the best. A recent episode of Prime Video Sports documentary series on Davis provided additional insight into the fighter's mindset. During an interview, Davis was asked about his mental health over the past 2 years. He admitted that his past had left scars and that he believed therapy would be beneficial to fully heal. The implication is that retirement could give him more time to focus on his personal well-being. The documentary framed this fight as a classic DC vs. Baltimore showdown, further heightening the anticipation for the matchup. When asked about his legacy, Davis's response was telling. "Do you want your legacy to be something you care about?" the interviewer asked. "Because in some interviews, you say you don't care about this, you don't care about that. Where do you stand on that?" Davis responded with characteristic ambiguity. "It's just like. It's so up and down in this sport," he said. "When I say up and down, I mean the sport itself. The construct isn't time-honored like, say, a Puerto Rican versus Mexican rivalry. It's different." Despite this, Davis doesn't seem overly worried about his upcoming fight, nor does he appear overconfident. He has spoken positively about the fight venue, noting that his social media following in the Baltimore-New York area is stronger than in his home state of Maryland. Meanwhile, Roach has remained focused on his training, recently sharing a video call with his son and expressing excitement about having him witness this career-defining moment. At 29 years old, Roach has had his fair share of challenges but has persevered through the ups and downs of his boxing journey. Roach is portrayed as a relaxed and easygoing fighter, in contrast to the more reserved Davis. We see him training in Plant City, Florida, and exuding confidence in his preparation. "I think I'm going to beat his bum," Roach said with a chuckle. How much does he truly believe that? Only he knows. What is certain is that he has embraced his role as the underdog and is determined to prove his doubters wrong. Both fighters have faced their share of hardships. Roach previously suffered a loss to Jamal Herring in 2019, which sent him into a period of depression. "I got my tool bag and went to work," he said, reflecting on how he rebounded from that setback. 4 years later, he stepped up to fight Hector Luis Garcia, securing a decision victory. Davis, for his part, has also fought Garcia, only he knocked him out in the 9th round. While Roach boasts a laundry list of attributes, he lacks the sheer knockout power that makes Davis such a dangerous opponent. As the fight approaches, questions remain about whether Davis's mindset is in the right place. If there were any indications that he wasn't fully focused, Roach might have a better chance of pulling off an upset. However, Davis's track record suggests that he will be as dangerous as ever. Roach acknowledged that the fight was never truly in jeopardy, despite some cryptic messages from Davis on Instagram suggesting otherwise. "The fight was never off," Roach said. "I never stopped training. Davis might just be a little off sometimes, but he'd be tripping." Davis and Roach share a history, having come up together in the boxing world. They faced each other as amateurs in their teenage years, with Davis emerging victorious. Now, as professionals, they will meet again under much higher stakes. Roach remains confident, declaring, "I'm going to spoil whatever we all think is going to happen on March 1st. Whether Davis truly intends to retire remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: fans are in for an electrifying battle when these two step into the ring. Gervonta Tank Davis remains one of boxing's most electrifying figures, with his name continuously generating buzz in the sport. As speculation grows around his upcoming fight with Lamont Roach, discussions intensify about Davis' career, his past victories, and his potential retirement at the end of the year. Roach, a formidable opponent, has expressed confidence in his ability to disrupt Tank's plans, adding fuel to what is shaping up to be an exciting showdown. Tank's dominance in the sport is undeniable. He has established himself as one of the most dangerous punchers in boxing, with an impressive record of 30 wins and 28 knockouts. Only 2 fighters have ever lasted the full distance against him. His ferocity inside the ring and his ability to dismantle elite opponents make him one of the most feared fighters in his division. Having stopped formidable contenders such as Frank Martin, Ryan Garcia, and Hector Luis Garcia in his last 3 fights, he has built a reputation for finishing fights in dramatic fashion. Isaac Cruz remains the only fighter since 2014 to take Davis to the scorecards, which speaks volumes about the knockout artist's power. Davis' commitment to boxing has never been in question. His passion for the sport was evident even as a young fighter, and his emotional connection to the sport was highlighted when his coach recalled how he once cried after witnessing Adrian Broner fight in Las Vegas. That moment served as an inspiration for him to push harder and become one of the best. His rise to stardom has been accompanied by a string of highlight reel knockouts, making him a must-watch attraction every time he steps into the ring. While Davis has been the center of attention, Roach is determined to shift the narrative. The super featherweight champion holds a record of 25 wins and 1 loss and is well aware of the opportunity in front of him. With a shot at taking down one of the biggest names in the sport, Roach sees this fight as his chance to make history. He has stated multiple times that he is not intimidated by Tank's aura, and his confidence has been evident in the lead-up to the fight. Their online confrontations and heated exchanges have only added to the excitement, showing that Roach is not backing down from the challenge. Despite Roach's belief in himself, Tank has history on his side. The two fought twice as amateurs, with Davis emerging victorious on both occasions. Roach, however, has argued that at least one of those decisions was unfair and is eager to prove himself at the professional level. This fight presents an opportunity for him to bridge the gap and showcase his growth since their amateur days. The stakes are high, and Roach is motivated to make a name for himself by handing Davis his first professional loss. A significant storyline heading into this fight is Davis' retirement claims. Tank has suggested that he may walk away from the sport by the end of the year, though some fans and analysts remain skeptical. Retirement talk often surrounds elite athletes, but many believe that as long as Davis continues to dominate, he will remain in the ring. His upcoming bout against Roach is the first step in what could be his final year in boxing, making this fight even more intriguing. Roach has taken this as an opportunity to be the one to send Davis into early retirement, promising to knock him out and end his legendary run sooner than expected. As Davis prepares for his 31st professional fight, he faces the challenge of staying focused amid all the speculation and distractions. His ability to maintain composure and deliver when it matters most has always been one of his strengths. While critics have accused him of cherry-picking opponents, he has consistently silenced doubters with his performances. Roach presents a different challenge, stepping up from the super featherweight division to take on the lightweight champion. The World Boxing Association granted Roach a special sanction to fight Davis, marking his first attempt at competing in the lightweight division. The fight is set to take place at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, a venue that has hosted some of the biggest boxing events in recent years. The atmosphere will be electric, with fans eager to see whether Tank continues his reign of dominance or if Roach pulls off one of the biggest upsets in recent boxing history. With both fighters engaging in heated exchanges leading up to the fight, anticipation continues to build, making this one of the most highly awaited bouts of the year. The significance of this fight extends beyond just the two competitors. Davis has been linked to potential matchups with several high-profile fighters, including Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Isaac Cruz, Shakur Stevenson, and Vasily Lomachenko. Surprisingly, Roach was not initially on the list of potential opponents, leading to questions about how he secured this fight. Nevertheless, he has embraced the opportunity and is fully prepared to take on the challenge. Roach's self-belief is evident in his demeanor. Unlike some of Davis' past opponents who have shown signs of fear and hesitation, Roach has approached this fight with an aggressive and confident attitude. His interactions with Tank during live confrontations and social media exchanges have demonstrated his willingness to engage both mentally and physically. He has made it clear that he does not view Davis as unbeatable and is ready to step into the ring without intimidation. The boxing world is divided on what to expect. While many believe Tank's power and experience will be too much for Roach to handle, others see Roach as a legitimate threat capable of pulling off the upset. The unpredictability of boxing is what makes the sport so thrilling, and this fight is no exception. If Roach manages to shock the world, it would be a monumental moment in the sport and a career-defining victory for him. Davis' fighting style is one of the most captivating in boxing. He often allows his opponents to win early rounds before delivering a devastating knockout punch. His patience, combined with his explosive power, makes him a nightmare for opponents. Holding the WBA Lightweight World Championship, he is one of the most marketable fighters in the sport, and his bouts consistently draw massive attention. Beyond his in-ring performances, Tank's pre-fight rituals have also garnered attention. Reports indicate that he requested both normal and sour Skittles as a pre-fight snack before his knockout victory over Hector Luis Garcia. While it may seem like a minor detail, it adds to the mystique and personality of Davis, making him one of boxing's most intriguing figures. As fight night approaches, the excitement continues to build. Fans, analysts, and fellow fighters will be watching closely to see if Davis extends his unbeaten record or if Roach pulls off a shocking upset. Regardless of the outcome, this fight has all the ingredients to be a memorable event in boxing history. For more updates, news, and exclusive content on boxing's biggest moments, subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications to stay connected. Until next time, stay tuned for all the latest developments in the world of boxing.